All right, so this part of the pod, a little different from like your normal episode. Here, I got you, big dog. All right, so the audio is not going to be as good because obviously we don't have the mics, but Paolo will edit this shit in. All right, you could unmask yourself. It's under that blanket.
Holy shit. That's a really flat Tesla.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's inflatable.
I'm fucking scared.
This also has to do with our setup for today, so.
Should I just...
Yeah. Well, I mean, just make sure it don't fall, though.
Oh! Oh, what the fuck? Yo, wait. No way.
Yes, sir.
No
We're fucking
way,
official
dog.
now, dog. We're fucking official now.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
Whip that shit out. Oh, shit.
Oh, I broke it. What the fuck, dude? There's no fucking
It's
way.
fucking big, bro.
There's
Something
no
I've never
fucking
been
way.
told. Or, I mean, well, shout out to my fishy, but.
Yo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, dog, I want to set this shit up now for the cast. Because this shit gonna look crazy.
Dog.
This shit gonna look crazy. Like, I got the fucking mounts right here. Coming with 2 remotes.
Dude, I'm hard as nails right now.
You want to plug that shit in and see what it looks like?
Oh, wait, let's do it.
All right. But yeah, this is for you and Soyo, and for us. This is for the pod. This was my gift. Wait for it to sync up. There we go. Bro, this shit's crazy. But I didn't think it was gonna be this fucking big. This shit's huge.
This is fucking enormous.
You like it, big dog?
This is insane.
This shit's crazy. Like, look, this is what it looked like through the camera. It looks like our actual fucking shit.
Dude.
Hold up. See? So we gonna set this shit up for today's cast?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Merry Christmas. Are we sending this to Soyo?
Yeah.
Fucking Merry Christmas, Soyo.
Merry Christmas, Soyo.
This cost $700.
It actually did, but I got the Christmas discount, so it cost $500. $200 off's pretty good.
Breaking the bank with this.
Nah,
bitch.
bro, that shit's on credit.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Nah, Kui Genre really like had the idea for this shit, and like I didn't even think about it, but that's like one thing we're missing within our pod is like our decorations in the background. This like makes this shit feel like official.
It feels like it's like a real thing now.
Yeah.
Like this is like a forever thing.
Fucks. Yeah, dog. That shit broke the bank.
Holy fuck.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Paper Planes.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Paolo.
Why'd we switch it up?
Why did we
I
switch
don't know, but I caught on to it.
Yeah. So this is our Christmas gift that Christian got us. That was $500 fucking dollars.
Yep. We're
that.
slowly starting to increase our production,
Look at that bitch.
and it's official now. We're Paper Planes Media. We've been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Today's episode is a little different though because we don't have a guest, but
Oh yeah, the sign's a little fucked up, so don't mind.
yeah, we're still figuring shit out.
It looks like it's emitting gamma ray like radiation on
We're
us.
gonna turn into the Hulk after this.
Yeah, so next cast we're gonna be buff and green.
Shit, something else better be buff and green too.
I'm not following.
I'm talking about our dicks.
Oh.
Can I say that? I can say that.
We can say that.
I could say that.
You can't say I
Or
knew I know full well I was like, we gotta edit this out right as I was saying it, and then I was like, okay, it's at the beginning. I'll know it's there.
And then I just add on to that
All right.
shit. But
Anyway.
anyways, flight number 6. Today is a little different just because scheduling. We don't have a guest today, but we will be continuing a little bit off last flight's episode where we talk about the future for this podcast. And also we realized this is season 3, but we did unlist season 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we never really described the origins of this pod, so we will be breaking that down. Starting off with, there's actually 3 of us usually.
Yes, Soyo is usually here.
Yeah.
OGs know who Soyo is.
OGs know that he is the other key member in terms of who your pilots are,
Mhm.
but he is off in the Philippines.
Yeah, he's in the Philippines right now. We thought he was gonna be living the life over there, but it sounds like he's kind of just thugging it out.
Yeah.
So shout out our boy. We hope you're doing well. Happy birthday! It's his birthday today.
Is it today?
It's today, or
Was it yesterday?
It was today because I said it at like 12
Admin.
a.m.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
See, we're synced up for his birthday.
We are paper plane. Oh shit!
Slap the shit out of my chair.
Imagine you just fucking fly off. Paper Planes Media.
Soyo made that fucking logo.
Soyo made that logo, and some Indians made the sign. So shout out to y'all who
Shout
made
out
that.
India,
Mm-hmm. But
all of you.
all of y'all,
All
make
the-
sure you guys are all liked and subscribed to the YouTube though.
Oh, shit.
If you do want to see our season 1 and 2 content, you're gonna have to go find our old Discord if you want to do that, and scroll all the way up to find those links.
Or go to the new Discord and beg for it.
Ooh, yes,
I'm into people who beg.
You into that kind of stuff?
I'm nah.
I feel like it depends on the mood,
Yeah, honestly, it does.
but I was going back into the fucking time chamber, and I found out what our official anniversary date is for this podcast.
What? Holy shit.
February 13, 2022.
Oh, right before Lover's Day.
Yup. Damn.
Because we're lover boys.
Wow. We are lover boys.
We do be lover
It's
boys.
kind of like crazy because we have the whole playlist on this shit. And
wow,
like,
the thumbnails look like shit, dude.
they were consistent,
They were consistent. so
but
you knew.
the season 3 thumbnails have been very consistent. So
Yeah, I've been actually like working on those. The ones
Yeah.
that Soyo made are so good,
yeah,
but you know
that's
Soyo's-
when that was the peak of this podcast.
it really was because we were doing crackhead shit.
Fucking awkward phone calls and rating Ben 10 aliens. This was also during the time when we kept like switching around the set.
Yeah,
Like we switched from my room to my other room to your room to this room, and then switched it like 3 different times,
and then to Soyo's room
eventually.
eventually.
So yeah,
We're consenting for you.
we're consenting for you because you got a lot of space.
Yeah,
But yeah, where should we start?
we can talk about like how we came up with the name.
Yeah. Should we also talk about why we decided to start this podcast too?
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is the
Yeah.
origin story.
So I think that a little background to how we came up with Paper Planes is we would always like hang out. We've always been like childhood best friends.
Almost 20 years. That's
Almost
crazy.
20 fucking years.
Yeah.
That's like 80% of our life, basically. That's more than 80. That's like fucking 90.
That's 90%.
And so we've always had like chemistry in terms of like how we communicate and like our conversations, just because we just kind of know subconsciously how each other
Yeah.
how each other are. And we've always had like good conversations. And then eventually, like I think a lot of friend groups have this conversation where like, dude,
Start a podcast. Let's start a podcast.
Start a podcast. And then most of the time they never do. Because
Yeah.
it's like, you know, they don't have that follow through, but
Mhm.
you know, we're built fucking different over here. Not really. I just was like, I'm more of like the fuck it, let's go for it kind of.
Yeah, Paolo really was the one who initiated all this shit. I'm always down to do shit, and then Sawyer kind of just follows along.
Yeah.
But it really started with Paolo being like, I ordered the mics, ordered the, what is that shit called? The recorder,
The mixer.
the mixer, bought the
Audio.
camera. Funny enough, we actually went through like 3 different cameras before we found the one.
Oh yeah, we filmed with a fucking GoPro camera.
Yeah.
And then there was a handy cam, like a camcorder.
Yeah. And we filmed that shit like right in front of us.
Yeah, that shit was like fucking upskirt on our faces.
Yeah.
And then I eventually settled on like spending like blowing a bag on like a DSLR.
Mhm. And then now we've just been blowing bags on this production,
Yeah.
but we don't. I'll be honest, I don't think we've never made profit off this. We haven't even broke even.
Yeah, no, not even close, dude. You know, it
It's
was
all out of fucking pocket, bro.
It really is. It's because like it also started as like a way for us to
Hang out.
hang out like once a week as like an excuse.
Yeah, because at that time, like before this, our friendship is so close that we could pick up right where we left off, like after 2-3 months of not
Yeah.
seeing each other. But that's just because how it's always been like that. Like me, Paulo, and Soy, we've never went to the same school. We've never like lived
near each
yeah.
other.
But we always like we stayed connected through video games, and then pretty much like we all dropped out of college around the same time, and like that's really what brought us closer. And we enjoy hanging out with each other in person. It's just like, why don't we do it every week?
Mhm.
I will say though, I feel like the one profit we have made through this podcast is our ability to communicate.
Yeah, yeah. I actually early in the podcast, I kind of thought about that going in, but I didn't think the impact would be like this, like
No,
big.
yeah.
I was like, oh, this will definitely help us with like articulating, our thoughts and our feelings and telling
Oh, for
stories.
sure.
And then it kind of like hit me later on, like how much better that we got.
Yeah, and it isn't even in like the scenario that pertains to when you're talking to like people or just like in general. It also helps, like, well, for me, it's helped me like stop overthinking as much and like clear my thoughts like properly. Like obviously for me, I still need to talk to like you or Kui John or Soyo if like I am overthinking, or even my fishy. Like I'll talk to you guys, but
You've gotten like, but the fact that you do that for you to like organize your thoughts, it's so much better now that you've like
yeah.
have those like communication skills.
And you know what's one of the things that like I feel like the three of us get this compliment a lot is we know how to talk.
Mhm.
It's a weird compliment, but there's this one time like me and my fishy, we were just like talking deep about like relationship stuff. And she said that the way I articulated my words to explain it to her was like, one, it made a lot of sense, and two, like the words that I was using to like explain shit, she said it was like very attractive.
Mhm.
Yeah. So which is like, if you
It's a
have
plus.
it is a big plus. Even though we're still broke as fuck,
Yeah, we're still fucking going through it.
we're still going through it, but we
We have unique skills,
yes,
unique
for sure.
features. I've heard that compliment like a couple of times for me, and I've heard it from like Soyo too. Like people
Mhm,
compliment
yeah.
Soyo on it, and I think it's really added like a lot to our lives.
And it's only been almost it hasn't even been 2 years yet since we've started this.
Yeah,
Almost 2 years.
yeah. Was it February?
13. But I believe we filmed February 2nd because we filmed prior to releasing that episode.
Oh yeah, it's almost 2 years.
It is almost 2 years.
Shit.
But like Soya said this sometime in season 2, talking about like starting a podcast does help with your communication and like the ability to talk, and it's true. And like that's one of the biggest things that has came from this pod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's like a little bit of how this podcast was an idea at first, because every single fucking group I know, like every single person, there's at least like a handful of people we know that want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I think it'd be fun. It is fun. Do it. But it's not as easy as you think it is.
It really isn't, because it's like the consistency and
Mhm.
like if you like you got to know about production and stuff like that. Thankfully for us, like I did like most of my high school, I was like
Yeah.
into media production
Mhm.
and like editing and shit like that. So I feel like if I wasn't like that well equipped, I wouldn't have had like the amount of initiative to be like, oh, I know what to do. So
Yeah.
I'll order the shit and then we'll figure it out from there.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, we're still figuring it out, like
Yeah.
as seen. Because like this was a cool idea to have like as a background thing,
Uh-huh.
but I probably should have done my research. What the fuck? Like if there's a certain type of neon sign I should have gotten.
Yeah, there's that bitch glowing.
Because like in person, this shit do not look like this at all.
But yeah, when we're looking at it, it isn't like shooting like
Yeah.
the radiation in our heads. It just
Even
looks
in
plain.
like the unboxing, you could see it. Are you gonna put that clip in the pod?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll put like most of it.
Yeah. I'll just send you the full thing, and then you could just like choose which parts.
Yeah, before this started, Christian surprised me with a sign like, "Oh,
Mhm.
happy or Merry Christmas."
Yeah.
That shit
And this
was
was
insane.
literally for you and Soyo. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I guess all of us.
The Paper Planes boys.
Yep. But I guess we could use that as a segue to like get into the name.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna grab my
so-
water real quick.
for sure. So the way that we came up with the name, there was like a lot of
It's me and my fishy's matching pajamas.
also Damage Apparel sweatpants. Shameless plug. Fuck it. You're plugging
Hoodie.
Damage hoodie. This hasn't come out yet, but this is just a sample. But the way we came out with our name, I remember we were like brainstorming for a while. I don't remember the other names we came up with, but I was kind of observing how our conversations go. and our conversations are so chaotic and they just go fucking everywhere.
Yep.
And I don't know why, but like Paper Planes, like I think I heard like the Paper Planes like song by what was it, MIA?
Yeah.
I think I heard that at one point. I was like, it was just subconsciously being planted in my mind. And I was like, what is something that kind of meanders? And I'm like, water? I'm like, Watercast sounds stupid.
Watercast, Paper Planes.
Paper Planes. You throw it and you don't know where the fuck it's going to land.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, Paper Planes podcast. Rolls off the tongue.
This was before. So we are Paper Planes Media now, because even though we only do podcasts at the moment, back in season 1, we were doing other stuff, such as like behind the scenes, Paper Plane does,
vlogs.
fucking. We're doing a shit video games.
Fuck, we did the Quarry and we almost finished it.
Yeah, we were like I said, season 1 was a lot more chaotic than season 2. But this season we're really buckling down on like the podcast aspect, but eventually we will be a media platform in terms of like, I still want to be able to produce like vlogs and like behind the scenes footage. I'm just still trying to get my schedule down in order to have that kind of stuff be available for you guys.
Because we like making content.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's the only reason why we are able to do the podcast each week is because it's fun.
Yeah.
If this shit was like a chore to us, then we wouldn't do it.
I'm not gonna lie, at one point it did feel like a chore to us though, when we were focused on like gaining traction and gaining more followers. But I think after realizing that like we went back to the origin of why we started, then we started enjoying it again.
Yeah, but I do think it was like a necessary thing for us to like see that side of it, but also to see like what our format in terms of like the clips and our like main video and all that. I think we found out a lot of our structure in that era.
For sure. And like I'm telling you, like how we learn, one thing I've noticed about you, me, and like Soyo, we start shit and we're just like, fuck it, we'll learn on the way.
Oh yeah, trial by fire.
Yep.
That's how we roll.
Like our mentality is like we'll literally cross that bridge when we get there, and we cross many bridges.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, there it is. Let's see what happens.
Like I think one of the funniest shit to me is like we had a really good fucking episode season 1, and we didn't even fucking record on the mic, bro.
Dude. Yeah, we fucked it up.
And we were like, fuck it, let's just record another episode.
Yeah. And then we posted the fucked up one
on our Patreon.
That's like, I think we only had Alex. Shout out Alex. We love Alex.
Yeah. I think like what we're going to do once we have like more followers and like the Patreon is actually a Patreon for real.
Yeah.
We could do like bonus episodes or like raw footage, stuff like that. More content for people who actually like want to see more shit from us. And then I don't know, I feel like our main focus for this year, well, I say this year, but we're actually still recording in 2023, but when this comes out, it's 2024. But our main focus for this year is really like being consistent with our podcast in terms of topics and finding new opinions and different perspectives. That's why we have the 2 camera setup. Shout out to Paolo for getting all of that situated. But you guys have a little like example, little snippet of what it would look like with Kuya Genre here. Shout out to him for being a good like replacement or like substitute for Soyo while he's gone. He did really good.
Yeah, he's like he like got comfortable and he started adding to the conversation like really easily.
And like it
was pretty seamless, honestly.
Yeah, and each episode was damn near almost 2 hours.
Yeah, we had like long conversations.
Yeah, and they were good as conversations.
Yeah, because I think he added like, I do notice when we have guests, like since we haven't seen their perspective on things yet,
we want to get more.
Yeah, we're able to talk longer because we have like more to discover.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why we want to bring more guests on. Because after doing 2 years of the same 3 people, we know each other so well. We kind of understand each other's perspective, and we need to bring new faces and different opinions. That way, for the viewers, it's more It's like new stuff
Yeah.
each week.
It's more stimulating.
Yeah, exactly. Stimulating, and like, it's a fucking sign. I swear, I really do hope like we figure
Yeah.
out a way for this shit. It looks really good.
I really like how it looks.
Besides the fact that it looks like we're in a fucking microwave.
Yeah, we're about to fucking explode.
Yeah, like this shit is it even fucking focused on us?
Yeah, it is. I think it's just
It's just the fucking.
yeah.
I mean, if I turn it off though, it just fucks up the whole setting.
We just go black.
Yeah. But that really is the whole reason why we started Paper Planes and the name came up like that is when it did start off with just the original three of us, our conversations would just fucking
Fly off the rails.
fly off the rails. So welcome back to Train Off the Rail podcast.
Off the rail paper trains.
Paper Trains. Train Plane podcast.
How to train your plane podcast.
How to train your plane. But yeah, so like what the fuck was I saying? The name.
The name of the podcast. We're
Yeah.
just wrapping up why how we came up with the name.
Yeah. And that's literally how season 1 and season 2 were, but we're still keeping the name because even though we have
Like a more structure.
more structure, we still do go off the rails.
Yeah, I think it's like just true to our character
Yeah.
at this point.
But we have gotten better after like years. Seasons. Ooh, seasons. We're seasoned.
We're seasoned pilot. Oh,
We're
fuck.
seasoned pilots.
We're fucking veterans.
We're fucking veterans. We do know how to like remember topic. That's another thing that this
yeah.
that's like another thing this podcast has taught me is like
We
how to
learn pin things.
Yeah, because like whenever me and my girl were like talking about something and she's like, fuck, what was I talking about? And then like I would literally just rewind and be like, so we were talking about this and then you're about to go on a tangent about this. And she's like, wow, like that actually helped.
Yeah, you rewind because we have
Yeah.
to do that shit so much on our
Bruh,
podcast.
so fucking much.
We're like, wait, what the fuck did we say?
Oh, we were talking about balls.
Oh, we were talking about balls.
Oh, we were talking about manscaping.
Manscaped. We're not sponsored by Manscaped.
I don't want to be.
Yeah, fuck them.
Unless you guys pay us hella good.
Yeah.
We'll get a neon sign that says Manscaped. We'll get a giant ass penis in the background or something. No?
I don't think that one will. You know, fuck it. Well, it's a new year. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's funny because we say this every fucking season that we have huge expectations.
And then we just unlist.
We just unlist it. But I
Yeah.
feel like this season, it's gonna be funny because people will see it and be like, wait, where's season 1 and 2? It's a if you know, you know.
Yeah, it's like an exclusive. It's like a cool person's club.
Yeah. Third tries. What's that called? What's
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. Yeah.
Season 3.
Season 3. But yeah, going back to it, like we even have a schedule laid out for how we want to bring on guests. Paolo is a really good interviewer, so we'll usually try to plan out like questions based off the person.
I
Uh-huh.
got the motherfucking questions on deck.
You really do. And like the way Paulo interviews it, I feel like you and me, our combination, it helps people feel welcomed in terms of being in front of a camera and holding a fucking microphone.
Yeah.
Because like you'll have really good questions that'll stimulate the person, not in that type of way. They're all like fucking aroused and shit.
I'm like, oh shit.
They're like, I'm wet as fuck. I'm
I'm
like,
hard
so
as nails.
can we just like have you step off the leather couch real quick? We need to wipe this shit down.
Ew, dude.
But yeah, like Paulo will have a really good way of interviewing the person, and I feel like with me, I'm somehow able to relate to that and help them continue on their tangent or continue their thoughts. And then Soyo is a really good listener, and he'll catch shit
Yeah.
that like we wouldn't catch, and then that's when he would chime in.
Yeah, he also asks really good questions.
Yeah.
Like based off of like what he's hearing, because he is like a really good listener
Mhm. Hear that, ladies? If you are into people who are really good listeners,
and handsome,
handsome, 5'10", strong jawline, tatted up,
fucking humble, and
humble as fuck,
is a great older brother.
has a 6-pack,
Has a 6-pack, like, and he doesn't even have to try.
high metabolism. We really be hoeing out Soyo, bro.
We
be
really
pimping.
do.
We pimp his ass out.
We do it all the time.
Shout
Shout out Soyo.
out
Happy
Soyo.
birthday.
Happy birthday, man. See, paper planes, you could see how like our shit. But like I was saying,
We always
come back to the original thing. And that's how our structure goes for this season. It's like I know a good amount of different people within my life that I feel like would be really interesting to get their perspective on certain topics. And I feel like one of the common topics or a big topic that's going to be pretty reoccurring this year will be relationship stuff.
Oh yeah.
Only just because,
I feel like a lot of people can relate to that topic.
yeah.
And,
And
everyone has relationships.
everyone has relationships. And like our demographic is towards younger
Mm-hmm.
people, and everyone around that age, around our age, always has different questions, and people have different perspectives. And I think it'd be good not only for us to learn, but for y'all to learn as well. So we definitely, if you guys don't like the relationship talk, I'm sorry. Not really. It's fun for us to talk about.
It is fun.
Yeah, just because like every single person is different. Every single person has a different perspective on relationship, and every single person has different experiences in terms of relationships, whether it's good or bad, traumatic, really good, or no experience at all. Like you guys will be able to find it here on Paper Planes.
Yeah, you'll find something to relate to in some way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's definitely one of the main structures and things that I have hopes and expectations for us. I like how we're going over this in a flight. That way we can hold ourselves accountable.
Yep.
Because like if we don't go, like the comments will be like, "Hey, remember flight number 6 when
Hey.
they said they were gonna do all this shit?"
Timestamp. Hey, remember this shit? You
Yeah.
lied.
That's kind of what my ideas are. I definitely want to bring Kui General on more often though too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I feel like sometime this season or this year we will be switching areas again. Hopefully to get more like depth and
Yeah.
like more decoration and more background. That way the production looks even more high quality.
Yeah.
It low-key looks like it's already high quality as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have fucking light boxes, we have 2 cameras, we have Paolo's apparel in the background.
Fuck yeah.
It low-key feels like we're filming in like a fucking clothing closet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very our production has upgraded substantially.
Substantially. Fucking
And it will substantialize more. That's not a word. It'll upgrade even more.
Yeah. I feel like one of the things that I want to contribute, I don't really know too much about the production value in terms of like equipment, but I feel like I can contribute in ways in decorating the set to make it more eye appealing. And then Soya knows how to design shit too.
Yeah, Soyo designed their fucking logo.
Mm-hmm.
Soyo is going to design our merch and everything.
Exactly. That's another thing I wanted to get into. This year, Paolo has already been working on it, trying to figure out different like blanks and samples, like which ones are the best ones, because he already does that for his own brand. Shout
Yep.
out Damage Apparel.
Shout
If you guys are into boxing and or just martial arts or just want comfy clothes, go check out
Yep.
his brand.
Cozy Gym Clothes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we do plan on releasing merch this year, and it's not in terms to like get profit in a sense.
Yeah, because it's pretty like, I ran the numbers. It's not that profitable.
Yeah.
But we're just kind of putting it out just so we can give something back to like our loyal
Yes.
our loyal fans.
And
our
who
OGs.
knows? Like, if the design is really nice and people be like, "Is that a clothing brand?" Nah, it's like a podcast.
Oh, I didn't even think about it like that.
I doubt people will do that. But
Yeah.
at least you guys could rep us when you're out and about, stuff like that. What's another thing? You have anything planned? I have like a whole bunch of stuff that I want to say, but
In terms of plans, I think we went over like a lot of it. I do have some like side comments about yesterday during the party, just to recap like
Oh yeah, we didn't even
yesterday.
do our recap. We just dove straight into the thing.
Yeah, but I think that's good because we, newer viewers should know all
the
this stuff.
origin. Yeah. We could do a quick origin of ourselves, because we didn't even do that at
shit,
all.
yeah.
We did an origin of Kui Genre, the guest.
Oh yeah, they don't know us. Who are we?
Who are we? When Soyo's back, he could do his own. We'll do the first interview with Soyo.
Oh fuck. Hell yeah.
Soyo will be on that fucking couch and he'll probably be lying horizontal or some shit.
Yeah. That's Soya's place when we're chilling.
Yeah.
He loves that couch.
The way he lies down on that shit too, like fucking neck 90-degree angle and shit. But I guess I could start. My name is Christian. I am one of the main pilots for this podcast. What the fuck did we say in season 1? Where the fuck we work? They don't give a fuck about what I do outside of this.
That's true.
I'll just talk about like the things I'm into currently. Right now, I'm currently big into dance. That's another like part of my life outside of this podcast that is important to me. I really like connecting and learning things about people, and like I like getting to know new people and just like learning their different perspectives on life. And I like to help people. There you go.
Shit.
Oh, another big interest in my life is my current fishy.
Oh yeah, he's gone through a big change in life, and this is a very fresh person, and you're very excited about this person.
I'm very excited about this person. It's a roller coaster, but it's a fun one for sure.
If y'all don't know what he means by fishy, that's like an inside joke from our like second episode of this season, season 3.
I feel like it'll just be a common thing.
Yeah,
like our guests won't get it, and then we'll explain it to them, and they'll be like, "It makes sense," because it does.
It'll be like context clues.
Yeah, imagine like Paper Planes Media becomes like the general umbrella, and then we have like sub podcasts.
Holy shit!
On the side, we'll be like, "All right, guys, under Paper Planes Media, we have the Fishbowl podcast.
We'll do fish and chips."
Ooh,
and it'll be us talking about relationships, and we're just eating chips.
Ooh, mukbangs in the future.
Yeah, mukbangs.
Yeah,
gangbangs.
Yeah, that's pretty much me though.
We'll scrap that last one.
I was just like, it's funny because like that's our dynamic. We could say shit, and then we're so used to it, like it being out of pocket. It kind of
especially me.
It just flies over our head.
Yeah, like a plane.
The only time it doesn't fly over our heads is when Sawyer does the out of pocket shit.
It's because Sawyer will go quiet for a second, and then for like a hot minute,
and then he'll just say something, and then like Paolo might have to edit it out.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah. So how would you describe yourself?
Okay, so for me, I'm very much... How do I want to describe myself? Right now as a person, I'm focused a lot on growth, and like I'm heavy on like the entrepreneurship and like self-improvement in general. Like I'm like, if you listen to last week's episode, I talked about how much I've been focusing on fitness and like boxing and stuff like that, because I do think like mastering your physical like body, it gives you like a lot of applicable skills that can translate to other things. And so I was heavy into that. But I think something that we all share is like what you said before, like we all like helping people.
Yes.
And that is like one of our big goals, like in the future, is that we want to be in a place in life where we have the freedom to help the people we want to help. And so that's like a commonality that we all have.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm really set in like my hobbies right now, and like where I'm at. Because when I said entrepreneurship, I have like a clothing brand. You know, I sell on Amazon. I have a videography business, is why I know how to do all the video shit.
Mm-hmm. I forgot you still have that videography business. Have you been getting like any?
I'm just kind of just with the clients that I have right now, because all of my extra time is like I don't really have a lot of extra time to like go out and like find new clients and stuff like that.
I felt that.
What the fuck else do I do? I do a lot of shit. I just don't like think about it as I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm. That's another crazy thing about us. It may seem like we are really close, and it may seem like we see each other every day. We really don't.
We see each other once a week.
Once a week, and it's for this pod. And it's crazy because our schedules are very busy, but in terms of this podcast, we're very flexible.
Yeah. We still find time.
Yeah. And I think that's another thing I'm trying to buckle down on, is like actually setting a proper schedule that way I know, because we were very consistent with our filming days, especially in season 1. It was like what, every Friday?
Yeah, it was every Friday.
Yeah, and
Turn up on Friday.
That one episode, you came back from the bathroom and the music was playing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But lately it's like our schedules have not been, well, mostly my schedule, it's just been very hectic because of dance and like work. But I definitely am gonna try and find the time to like have us all gather together on a set day. That way it is known that that's the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? Oh, also, these episodes come out Monday now, and they
Yep.
used to release on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Monday has been doing really well.
Yeah, because I feel like people are like, oh, I'm starting my week. I need to
Watch something.
watch something to distract me from all the bullshit I
Yeah.
gotta deal with.
And I feel like one of these days, like we're gonna have a really good flight, and the title is just gonna be eye catching,
yeah,
and it's gonna be a Monday, and like people are just be like, "Damn, like, oh, what is this?"
yeah. But to wrap up, like summary on me, I'm just like I like to learn other people's perspectives, which is one of the reasons why I like this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I like genuinely just like learning about people and why people are how they are. Like while I'm at the gym, I'm listening to like podcasts that are just very informative about like human psychology, like evolutionary psychology, just all different types of things about people, because I find people like endlessly like interesting. And so that's me. I'm just very curious as a person.
Yeah, and I think like that's all three of us too as well.
Mm.
And then
Oh yeah, for sure.
but it's also a little different because I feel like we're all curious about the same thing and also curious about different things about someone we're getting to know.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, one of my curiosities is like, say, and we'll put it in like a topic of relationships. Like I'm curious how their perspective is in terms of certain ideas or like certain values of a relationship, whereas someone else could be like interested in what they see, like how do I word this, more on like the physical side of a relationship rather than the intimate side or like the deep side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we've said this before. Like, there's a difference between hookups, dating, and relationships.
Yes.
And a lot of us are in different places and are engaging in a different one of those three things. Like you and Kuya John are in committed relationships.
Yes.
But I'm single. Soya's also single.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking to back that up.
Pimping his ass out.
Yeah. And so we have
Pimp
like
your soyo.
pimp your own soyo.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have a different thing that our mind is like focused on. So we're gonna ask different questions.
Yeah.
And so that's like how we all put that together.
That's a good way to word it. Say like if we're talking to someone, you may ask questions about like the talking phase, because even though you are single, I think that's one healthy thing you are doing for yourself is you're still exploring the dating realm and figuring out what you like and finding certain values and standards to hold for when you do find that person.
Yeah, I've been dating, but I haven't been doing hookups because that's not my thing. I don't be fucking around. I don't think it's healthy.
Yeah. But everyone has their different opinions on that.
Yeah, do your thing.
I feel like one day we will probably get into a conversation with that with someone who, I don't know,
has an experience with hookup culture.
Yeah. Who do we know?
Who has an experience with that? Oh shit. I don't want to put their business out there.
Yeah, that's true. Me neither do I. I was about to say.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I didn't want to say.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. I love my family.
I love Christian's family as well,
and I love your family because. Yeah.
We are all family.
Yeah. But no, definitely I feel like that would be a very hot topic because I feel like a lot of people around our age, it's a very debatable topic.
It's controversial, yeah.
Controversial because some people maybe on the perspective of like they don't want to do that, and then some people do want to do that because they just want to experience different things and figure out what they like in terms of their sexual side. And
Mhm.
we're all about like pro sexual stuff like that, but like be safe. For my perspective, I don't really do hookups, or I can't
And
fucking
never will because
never.
you're in a committed
Yes,
relationship.
yes, thank you.
There we go.
My brain just fucking went off
I
the
got you,
wire.
dog. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. But that's just my perspective. Like I've been asked before from like friends and not family, just friends, like if I would do it, and like I've been in positions like where I definitely could have just like fucking been for the streets, but it just wasn't in me like that.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's another thing we could get into. Future topics we want to talk about.
Oh yeah. Um, to stem off, like, to backtrack a little bit. I do have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's say I'm dating someone and they ask me, from your perspective, from the perspective of my best friend, how would you describe me to this person I'm talking to?
Fuck, you put me on the spot. Cause I'd gas your ass up. I'd be like, he's fine as fuck.
No.
Shit, no, I'm playing. I'm not playing, but you are fine as fuck, dog.
Thank you.
Baby.
This is platonic flirting.
Platonic for I can't fucking talk. How would I describe you? If they were to ask me to like say you were talking and dating this person and then you introduced them to me and you like went to the bathroom and you're like, okay, so how would you describe Paolo? So I'd be like, they obviously have like a good sense, but I would definitely go into more detail. I'd be like, if he's interested in you, like he will make it known that he's interested in you because of the way he will talk to you. Like if he actually takes your advice and listens to it, that means he respects you. And that's really one of the biggest things, that is one of the hardest things to earn from Paulo, because Paulo, you're a very wise person. You've been through many experiences. So that's why for you hold high standards to the people you keep close around you. So I would tell the person you're dating that if you feel like he respects you, you shouldn't have to worry too much already, because you're already on the right track to being like his person, because he can trust your opinion on certain matters, or he could trust the fact that you're able to give good advice to him, and that's one way that he's able to respect you. um he's very you're actually very sentimental.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm a big sentimental boy.
as you guys seen in the last flight, what he got me and my girl, it was really sentimental. Like I didn't read the note on the pod, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, well, there's like
Did you show your
backstory to
fishing?
man. Yeah, I did. She really liked it.
Sweet.
What did she say? I think she said she's like low key about to cry because of it. Um, but yeah, she really liked it. So that's another thing. I would say he's very sentimental. He's very thoughtful, and I will say this: you've made it and you're in when he works his schedule around you, because this motherfucker is very busy. But if he's able to make time for you, and he's willing to make compromise and sacrifice within his work life, that means that you're a compliment to his life, that he has to reciprocate that energy back by showing compromise as well. Because that's one thing I believe in a relationship. Even though your life shouldn't revolve around them and it complements your life, and just because they fit in perfectly like a puzzle, that doesn't mean you you aren't supposed to make sacrifices for them.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, with me and my fishy, she complements my life hella. She's one of my biggest supporters in terms of this podcast, in terms of my dance journey, in terms of me as a person. And there's been moments where like I've obviously had to like make compromise, but that's because I was willing to, because I want to add more time in my schedule for her rather than like staying with the schedule that I already have.
Yeah.
And when you do realize it's okay to sacrifice some of the things in your personal life, that doesn't mean you're making your life revolve around them. That's just like you're complementing that side of your life, because that is going to be part of your life, because it's an addition now.
Yeah. They complement your life so much and they add so much value that they're worth the sacrifice that you're putting in.
Yes, exactly. See, and this is why you start a podcast, because you guys know how to finish each other's thoughts and help each other, and you build better connection with your hosts.
Yep. We know each other like that.
Yeah. We could like on 3, we could say the same fucking color. Oh shit. All right. 1, 2, 3. Orange.
Shit.
Why you be choosing the fucking most?
I always say some fucking whack ass
know-
color.
Okay. Let's say, all right, we'll do one more. Favorite physical characteristic about soyo on 3. 1, 2, 3. Jawline.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
That shit was funny as fuck.
If OGs know that Christians stay coughing into the fucking mic like he's singing.
I'm dying.
Let's go, Soya's jawline. Hashtag Soya's jawline
I was
in the comments.
scared that you were gonna say abs.
I was going between the two. I'm like, okay, it's either jawline or abs.
Jawline or abs. But
Dog, we are
like,
so gay for
jawline.
soyo.
Yeah, we are, dog. Baby, I could explain. It's platonic.
Platonic flirting.
Strictly platonic. I've known this dude for like damn near 20 years.
Yeah. If we were really, if we were really into that, we would have tried.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good topic that we could actually, I want to ask you the same question you asked me, winding back. So that finishes up my thought and what I would describe them to you. Were you looking for more of like a detailed answer, or like more on like hobbies and shit?
I think the answer you gave was good. Like, it was just like whatever your mind went to.
Oh, okay. Because like I could have been like, yeah, he's into boxing, he got a clothing brand. But I'm like, if you're if you're talking and dating this person, they would already know that.
Yeah.
So it's like, let me tell them what this man has to offer.
Yeah. So
But
tell them something that they don't know.
yeah. But how I did it is I was like, for me, I like to give reassurance. So it's like how I would describe them is like, or tell them about you is like, well, if you want to know about Paolo, let me tell you the things that will help you understand if you're like doing the right things for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they could like pick and choose.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to ask you the same question about me. Obviously, I'm in a committed relationship.
Okay. So you want to make it like what I would tell that person?
Yeah.
You're fishy?
Mhm.
I haven't met her yet, but this is what I would tell her.
Ooh, see, then this works out.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's like actually like real.
This is kind of real.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is
Okay.
this is like a teaser to the actual introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were to like leave the room and like I was with your fishy and we were talking, this is like how I would describe you. This is like the first thing I would tell them. I would tell them like right away, like, I wouldn't do like that whole thing of like, you know how some people will try to scare like the other person and be like, oh, you better not hurt them or else.
Oh yeah.
I'm that's not my thing. I think that's weird. I would just be like, because I'm on like both of your guys' side.
Yeah, you're on team. I almost dropped that.
The ship name?
I almost dropped the team
Fishbowl.
Team Fishbowl.
That's what we're rolling with for now.
Team Fishbowl.
So I would tell her like, the position you're in, like with Christian, the way that he loves people, you will never find that in anyone else ever. Like, I'll guarantee that. And it's like, the thing that you have with him is so rare, and you have to like understand that. You don't have to understand that, but if you don't, you're gonna lose out on something that's like once in a lifetime type deal.
Damn. I'll be like in the fucking bathroom, like, yeah.
Keep saying that shit.
Keep saying that shit.
But like the amount of the amount of thought and loyalty that you give a person when you really choose them is like it's incredibly rare. It speaks volumes. Like we've been friends for fucking 20 years, 20
Yeah.
plus years. Shit, I forget. I'm talking like you're not here, but
Yeah.
like the fact that
Let me just.
the fact that I've been friends with him for 20 years speaks volumes like in itself. And if you look at the people around him and the people that he chooses, it's like those should serve as like a testament to his loyalty and a testament to like how selective he is with the people he chooses. And so you really gotta. I'm not forcing anything like upon you to be like, oh, you need to keep this guy at all costs. But you do need to take into consideration like all the things that he can offer you.
Damn, gassing me up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think.
Only good things to say.
Yeah, dang, that's kind of like the opposite of like how I just not described you, but like of what I did. So like, you gave them reassurance that who they're with is with a good guy, and then I gave the person you're like hypothetically talking to, I gave them reassurance on like how to know that they're in good standing with you.
Mm.
Yeah. But if I were to say it from your perspective and how you did it of me, I would say the same exact thing. I did kind of say it with your scheduling, like you, because okay, pretending you're not here. Um, who you're talking to right now, Paulo, he has a lot to offer in terms of wisdom and knowledge. He is my go-to person whenever I need advice for anything. But even if I'm vocal about, I don't even need to be vocal with him that I need advice. All I need to do is just vent. He will understand already that I just need a vent. And then sometimes he doesn't even need to give advice. And just his presence being there and reiterating the things that I'm saying, but in a different word, like that will help you out already. And like I said, like he's very sentimental. So the amount of thought he puts into the things that he will do for you is the same exact way as you should be doing for him. And I will guarantee you, like, this man is definitely like one of a kind. You could even just ask him for his fucking Myers-Briggs personality fucking test. He's in like the fucking point something percentage of like whatever it is. It's like iron something. But yeah, don't.
INFJ.
And then I'd be like, don't fuck it. Nah, I wouldn't be like, don't fuck it up. I just be like, really think about what you have and then just think if like, just really be aware of like what kind of guy he is. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, now it's your turn. I gotta add more to mine.
Oh shit. Okay. And then we gotta do Soyos.
Oh, yeah.
So if both of us like we're talking to like Soyos
yeah.
person. Okay, my turn.
All right. And then like another thing about Christian, there's even more depth to it behind what you see like on the surface, like all the things he does for you, like when you're together and all that. That's like not even like half of like what he's doing. I don't want to say like behind your back, but when you're not there, he's doing 10 times as much as you think he is. Like he's thinking about you constantly. He's he's like thinking 10 steps ahead, and he's doing more for you than you really think that he's doing. Like he's just the amount of thought he puts in to like the person he loves is just much more grand than you think it is.
That is 100% fucking true. That's when I would bust in and be like, he's fucking right. I was just overthinking in the bathroom.
I was just in the bathroom overthinking the shit.
Yeah. Nah, that's 100% fucking true. And Paulo is like, if I'm not able to be upfront with my fishy, like at the moment because of like they're busy, Paulo is my go-to guy to like always talk about shit, or Quee General. He's like my go-to. And really those two help me vent and organize my thoughts out properly if I'm not able to go to my actual person for advice. Yeah, but see that's another thing. If we talked about this on flight number 3, 4, brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, like I'm being upfront and honest. Like it's very hard for me to go to my significant other first unless I want to go to them first. So if you know that I'm going to you first about my problems, that's how you know you've already kind of like been a little like you've earned that tier above my brothers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do soyos.
Oh shit. Oh man, I feel like we do this every episode anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let's not do physical.
No, not
Because we stay
physical.
doing the physical.
Yeah, let's actually talk about him as like internally, I guess.
Like how we can talk about. Do you want to talk about how we feel like he would be as a partner, like based
Yeah.
off of our friendship?
Damn, that's gonna be hard. Cause we kind of base each other's off our knowledge. Like I based mine off my knowledge of you in previous relationships.
I think we can just like talk about Soyo. And,
Okay.
like, just the non-physical part, because we been know he's like an Adonis looking motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Number one, we'll do a draft.
Oh shit, we're coming back to the drafts.
You guys did this when I was in South Korea.
Oh yeah, we did our top 3 favorite Christian traits.
Yeah, we'll do soyos as a draft.
All right, for
Top 3 soyo traits that aren't physical. First pick, I'm going his ability to listen.
Fuck, that's what I was.
Yeah,
gonna
bro,
pick.
that's like that
my
motherfucker
go-to.
just be
He'd just be absorbing all of it.
like this motherfucker. It goes in his ear and actually goes to his brain. It doesn't go in his ear and out the
Yeah.
other.
Unless you're talking about bullshit.
Yeah, that is facts.
But if he's listening to you, it's like the gears are turning in that bitch.
Yes.
He's got big brain, big old processing power. He's got like a i7 like hexa-core processor in that bitch.
That motherfucker he be on that shit for real. But yeah, that's my first pick.
Oh man.
Damn, we said 3, but this is low-key gonna be like, fuck, we really gotta think.
Yeah, we can't do physical. Besides that, I think that wait, does this like shit, does sense of style count as physical?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because these are like how we describe each other. Because I could have been like, Paolo's really good at boxing. He knows how to defend you. Like, that's
true,
physical.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. My next one for Soya would be his creativity.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's a hard hitter right there.
That motherfucker is creative.
We've talked about like his creative mind before.
Like, that shit's fucking
Look at that.
professional, bro.
Look at that. We didn't even tell him to make a new logo, and he just came out with that shit.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is
And
beautiful.
we have all this shit.
We have a bunch of art here that is
Bro,
Soyo based.
imagine Soyo comes back. He's like, so I made a new logo for the podcast. And we're like, he's like, oh, that's the one we used for season 2. So I made a new season 3 one. I'm like, Soyo, can we do that for like season 4 or something?
Season 4. We'll release it as an exclusive merch.
Ooh, exclusive merch.
Yeah.
Or we could get another fucking neon sign for the other side.
That'd be funny. Blowing another bag.
Fuck.
But I'd say Soya's creativity for show. I think did I say it on the podcast where I was like when I was talking to Soya and I was like, it's a shame, like not a shame, but like it's unfortunate that someone with like a mind like yours.
Yes,
stuck
you
in a
did
warehouse.
say
I
it
think
last
that
podcast.
was last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true, because if you've watched our previous seasons and you've seen like him just come up with stories like that, like the one where he just came up with we didn't have anything planned for that day, and we're like, Soya, we need you to come up with like a horror story, and he's like, sure, I got it. And then he came up with a whole thing on the spot. Just like it took him like, give me like 5 seconds. All right, I got it. And then he just like had a premise
Just fucking
ready.
went with it.
Yeah. And like if you've seen any of his work, he's like any of his drawings and all that, it's so unique in a way. Like we got one of the paintings that's on our wall, or not paintings, like pictures that is on our wall right now. We got it as a Christmas present, and it was like a surprise, and we stared at that bitch for like 30 minutes. It just in the car, like, what the fuck? Because we didn't, it was the first time he had done that for us, but.
I low-key want to ask him to do like a little cartoon thing of like me and my fish.
Oh, commission him? I commission him like
I'd
all the
commission
time.
him, yeah.
I pay him like the big bucks.
Do you really?
Yeah, I give him like $80 bucks
Oh damn!
for like 2 designs.
I thought it was like a piece of toast, like So that's a little inside joke.
Inside joke. Is that an inside joke with the podcast or just us?
No, just us. Because that shit was at IHOP, bro.
Yeah, we were at IHOP. And Christian was like, "What did you say?"
I was like, yo, so you want your toast? Or you want this? You want my toast?
And
He's
so
like,
he's
sure.
sure. And you're like, there you go. And you threw that bitch like hella rude.
Like,
Like
bad
you're-
disrespectful.
Like-
He was so nice. He's like, yeah, I'll take it. I'm like, here, bitch.
Like you were flicking out a cigarette. You're like, all right,
yeah,
take
fucking
that shit.
take that shit, bitch.
Threw that like Soy was a dog.
Yeah, and he's like, damn.
He's like, all right.
It was like this. It was like this.
Yeah, and he had to like reach over the table to grab that bitch.
It fucking still landed on my plate. He's like, damn.
Because you didn't throw it very far.
I
still
felt
had
so
to-
bad.
He still had to reach for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soy's creativity.
Creativity. All right. That's your first pick. Damn, bro. Second pick.
Are we doing it together? Like 3 pick?
Oh. I thought these were individual picks. So it'd be 6 total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Second pick. I had it in mind too. The fuck was I gonna
Did
say?
we do 3 each when we did yours?
I don't remember. I think you guys just went back to back. Like just kept going until you guys reached like 5 or something.
Okay, we'll do 5.
We'll just build up to 5.
Yeah.
Okay. The third one then, I will say his ability to like catch shit on quick.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, like he's very like quick to get things down.
hmm Like you could throw him into, and when we talked about this last episode too, we just be gassing this motherfucker up, but
We just miss him. This is what this is.
cause he's gone for
He's
a
been gone for
long
like a
time.
month, man. We were eating or like we were eating
When does he come back?
and we were just like, man, we miss Soyo. We were just looking at food. We're like, we could,
Fuck.
I'd eat that man up. What's up?
January 17th, this
Fishy.
motherfucker comes back, bro. Right?
Yeah, 17th. That's what I've been telling people because people have been asking me like, when does he come back? I was like, I've said 17 every time.
What the fuck?
It's like 2 more weeks, man.
But we only have to film one more episode without him. Cause this
Oh, that's right.
episode is on the 8th, and then last episode was on the 1st, so we just have to film one more, and then he'll be
Shit.
back next episode. So not this episode, but next episode.
And then our boy will be
Next
back.
episode. So not
Our boy's gonna be back.
damn. I wonder how that's gonna work. Like, where the fuck he gonna sit?
It's right in the middle, right in front of the sign.
Mhm.
I was thinking like the setup would be you and Clea John on the couch, and then Soya and I over here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that works. Damn. Fuck.
But yeah, Soya's like agile mind.
Yeah, he's very quick to pick things up. Even if he doesn't have experience in it, he will learn really quick.
There's nothing that I don't think he would be good at. Like-
yeah,
Like he could, if he puts enough time into something, he'll get it down.
yeah. I think it's like his work ethic.
Yeah, he's just like he just knows how to learn things very quickly.
Yeah. So that's number 3. 2 more.
All right, my pick would be how caring he is, like nurturing wise, like how he is with his older brother and his family. Because his family, I'm not gonna put his business out here, but his family has his like flaws just like everyone else's family, and he's super like considerate, and he's like understanding of like when they mess up and stuff like that. And he just has so much of like a capacity for like empathy,
Mm.
and even like the way that he loves his dog, the way he loves is so like genuine and like authentic. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people try to fake that.
Yeah.
But Soya's, you can like just feel and how he is, like it's genuine.
He's a
he'll-
genuine ass dude.
Yeah, he does it through his actions. Like you'll know, like he'll make you feel a certain way
Mm-hmm.
when he really cares about you.
Yeah. And he's like, even though he may not be vocal about it, it's what did we say? Acts of affirmation.
Acts of affirmation.
like there's words of affirmation, but he definitely knows how to show the acts of affirmation.
Mhm.
Fuck, that was a good one. The number 5. I mean,
That's a noise that the sign is making.
it is buzzing. I wonder if they can't hear that, can they?
If it is, I can edit it out.
Oh, okay. Um,
Mm.
because I could hear that shit behind the fucking headphones, bro.
Really? I can barely hear that.
Maybe because that one's fucking loud as fuck. I'll say his fucking work ethic.
Oh yeah, unlike, and it's a very like, it's very slept on soyo pick because he doesn't like to talk about it a lot.
Yeah,
He's also honorable mention. He's humble.
humble. There you
But,
go.
But the fifth pick, because of his humility, he doesn't really like to talk about how good his like work ethic and stuff is because he
Yeah.
does have this thing where he thinks that he's not doing enough,
Mhm.
even though he is, and he's like maxing out his capacity,
Mhm.
and he really does what he can.
Yeah. But that should wrap up everything we describe about Soya to someone if they were talking to him.
Yeah.
I would also be like, he's a shitty texter, so don't feel alarmed. He's a very loyal man. He wouldn't do nothing. He's just a very bad texter.
Yeah.
Like, he don't even be fucking replying to us.
Yeah. So it's not like it's not a you thing, it's a soyo
Yeah.
thing.
To end off this cast, it wasn't gonna be as long as like the other ones were anyways.
Mhm.
I want to talk about future topics, and I think like after this cast sometime, like when we have the free time, I think what will really help us out is having a set amount of flights for this season, and then having like however many episodes or flights it is, we should have a topic or like that many topics, and we won't reach all of them because we could reuse the same topic if it's a different guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like in general, so like the umbrella of relationship topic is definitely one of them. I feel like schooling, because everyone has different experiences through school and like
Yeah.
stuff like that, is a good topic.
'Cause the three of us, the three original pilots, we've all had the same experience with
Yes.
school.
Mm-hmm.
Not for us, we dropped out. But
Yeah.
people like John, he's just like about to finish, so he's
Mhm.
like a different take on it.
Yeah, exactly. And then who knows, we might bring on guests who are still in school,
Graduated,
did different majors.
but didn't use their degree.
Yeah. We might bring on guests who have different perspectives on relationships, or even in a different relationship in terms of if it's, what is that called, monogamous,
Monogamy,
monogamy,
monogamous, polyamorous.
yeah, stuff like that. I don't know. We have a lot of topics in store that I do want to touch base on with different perspectives. What's another one? Said school, relationship, shit. I do want to start talking more about like, because we did talk about it a little last episode, and that's self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like self-confidence,
Oh, that's a good one because
yeah,
people have built it up in different ways.
exactly. And my perspective of like why you should have more self-confidence was, I was in the mindset of when I was single.
Yeah.
So that was my idea of self-confidence for when you're trying to find that person. But that doesn't
Now.
mean now it's more like self-confidence within myself while I'm in a relationship, in order to like allow myself to trust my partner.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because that's one thing, I'm gonna just say this real quick, and it could be a big topic in the future. When you're in a relationship, you still need to have self-confidence while you're with that person. That way you're able to trust them, because if you have self-confidence within yourself, you know that what you bring to the table is something that your significant other is something that they would want to keep, and they want to keep that shit so bad that they aren't dumb enough to throw it away for someone else.
Yeah.
That's why self-confidence is important. Because if you're insecure about something, then it turns into something toxic. And the next thing you know, you could be projecting your insecurities onto your significant other. And that could be a turnoff for them.
Yeah, and like another thing is like if your partner falls in love with you because of like your self-confidence and then you don't work on like keeping that up when you're in the relationship, then
Yes.
you turn into someone that wasn't the person that they fell in love with in the first place.
Exactly. Because they could fall in love or even have interest in you while you were single, but your mentality and mindset of self-confidence when you're single is a little different when you're actually in the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I'm learning about myself as we speak. And that's something that my fishy is like, she's constantly able to teach me more about myself in terms of like why I deserve the love and affection she gives me. And that should boost my self-confidence up as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Hmm.
a lot of topics like that coming
Mhm.
into season 3.
Yeah. And maybe we'll try and like find things that worked in season 2 and trying to incorporate them into this season. Like we do like drafts, but in like that pertains to the topic. Coin flips. I don't know how the fuck we gonna do that shit.
Bro, you wanna know something? With the party yesterday,
What's up?
a couple of them have watched our podcast, and one of them they said they watched was the Avengers one. I told them to start like because they be lurking. I told them they're the one of the viewers that just view and don't comment anything. I told them to comment something. So if they don't, I'm gonna call them out for it.
Bro, that's another thing. We have expectations too of our audience members. Like there's like a good amount of y'all. Like we're starting to grow again. We're 50 or 60 viewers. Like feel free to comment something or leave a like.
Comment.
Like we know you guys watch.
we sound so sad. We know you guys watch, but you guys don't comment anything.
Like just interact.
Please.
Please.
Yeah, I put that bitch on the Spotify like Q&A like, "Oh, what are some
Yeah.
questions?" No one ever answers that bitch.
You know what I feel like people are more comfortable to like interact in is like Instagram or like
Oh, yeah, we
shit
gotta
like that.
utilize our 1,500 followers that we don't really interact with.
Yeah. But yeah,
We'll figure it out.
I think that's everything I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to say some stuff about the party.
Oh, well, I kind of talked about it a little bit already, but
Mhm.
yeah, some of the people they found our content from like their TikTok like For You page and through I guess it was either someone that we know
Mhm.
and like a little bit like the parents like just gossiping about how we all dropped out. And they're like, "Oh, they're doing this now." I'm like, "I didn't even know they knew that we were doing this."
Bro, that's crazy because I feel like my parents, they either know or don't know I have a podcast, but they don't even know about my tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
If
funny.
you guys see this, I'm sorry. Not really.
Sorry, you're not sorry. You've had that bitch for like what, like 2-3 months?
Yeah. I am sorry that I cuss mom and dad, but I'm 22 years old and
Do you curse around them?
no,
What?
I don't.
Yeah, I guess it does feel weird.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. That wraps up everything. I know this podcast or this flight wasn't as stimulating as our last previous ones have been, but if you did stay through the whole fucking flight and you landed with us, we are very grateful for you. And in return, we just want to say we love you.
We love you.
But yeah, make sure you're liking and subscribing to the fucking YouTube. Fucking comment and interact with us. Like we do not bite. We enjoy that shit. And hit us up on our Instagram. That one we really don't be interacting as much just because we be busy.
I check in every once in a while.
Every once in a while, we try to.
Yeah.
What else? Join the Discord. Eventually we will have actual Patreon content for y'all. So join the Patreon so we could create that content.
Yeah. It'll definitely set a fire in us once we get like more than just Alex in there.
Yeah. Shout out Alex.
Yeah, but Alex gets special treatment too because he's a Patreon member.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've flown him out. No, we haven't, but we've visited him.
Yeah, we have. We actually
We
ate
treated him
sushi
to
with
sushi.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want us to treat you to sushi, possibly join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon. And make sure you guys tune in for next week's flight. I hope y'all's week have been going well or starts off well with this flight.
Yeah, your New Year's going amazing.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week.
See y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.